guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to finally, oh my god, my hair is a mess and I cut it, you guys. Okay, so excited to be filming. I have so much to tell you guys. Last video was an update video, but now I'm gonna get real with you guys and let you guys know all of the tea that has been happening, and it's really juicy, so go get a bag of popcorn or something because y'all are gonna get to know everything that's been going on. I'm going back to full-time to my first job that I originally had, so it is going to make my life so much easier to be able to film videos for you guys and go back to my original plan of how I was filming and everything. So that's going to be really good, as well as I'm going to give you guys the tea, but I'm not going to be exposing per se over what had happened to my esthetician job. So I got hired about a month ago. Mind you, I am going to do a disclaimer. I am not going to be mentioning any names of the person, the boss owner, or her business, because that's just unnecessary. If you guys are really like that into this and you guys live in the DFW area of Texas, DM me and I will tell you like who to beware of. But other than that, I'm not going to be putting her on blast on this video. I'm just going to be talking about her, and yeah, there's pretty much, it's gonna remain like anonymous basically. So I got hired to be an esthetician about a month ago. I applied for the job over the phone. I sent in a resume and everything, and I went in for the interview. It was good. I totally forgot I had YouTube on my resume, which is just to show that I can do makeup and tutorials, and it just kind of shows a little bit of my personality, I guess, so you guys can watch like my channel or whatever. Only gave me the job opportunity to become an esthetician and work for her because she thought I was pretty, which thank you. She liked the fact that I knew a little bit about technology, that I could film and edit and upload videos, and then also that I could do like little promotion, like infomercial kind of things, which it's not really an infomercial when I tell you guys like my hauls and everything. I mean, I guess it does have some kind of influencer to it, because, you know, I'm good at talking about makeup products and like being able to be like a spokesperson, I guess you could say, like be able to sell something. And so she really just like, those were like the two main things of why she hired me originally. Meaning that I did not have an esthetician license. I had a cosmetology license, which it could go either or, like it covers it, so I could work for her as an esthetician under that kind of license. Totally legal, it's fine, it's whatever. So she called me. I definitely put myself out there because she actually interviewed me, told me it was great to come back a certain day to do training, and she told me that with working with her I was going to be able to get free training and be able to be certified to do eyelash extensions, as well as do like microblading and like microneedling and all of those like high advanced kind of facials. And she told me that I was going to be able to do all of this and she was going to teach me everything. And I took her word for it, and I was like, oh my god, this is like a dream come true, and this is exactly what I needed to go ahead and move on to learn more stuff about the beauty industry, especially, you know, continuing on with my license. But she never called me back for the job. I ended up calling the place to see, you know, like what happens. Like, you know, she told me to come for the training, but she never called me back. I just wanted to, you know, keep up with it. And they were like, oh my god, yes, like come in. And she had like an emergency or whatever. I came in and she was really excited to have me because the fact that I like called to check up on the job, she said it really showed her that I was really wanting the position, and she was so excited to train me, and she thought I would be a great addition to her team of girls. Now, in the long run, I didn't really notice that like she hadn't been open for, it had only been open for like I want to say like 9 or 10 months when I first started, and it had not been a year, and all of the people that she had first, like when she first started, were not there. That never rang like, you know, like a red light or anything, like that never rang any bells to me where I'm like, you know, that's kind of weird, like, you know, why didn't she like have all the original people? You know, that's a lot of people for it to, you know, not even a year for not even one person to be from the beginning. So I kind of like, I don't know why that didn't make any red, like, you know. So I kind of let that be. Realized I did a full work day. I worked for her. I filmed a video. It took all day. I edited it. She was doing a 1099, so I was self-employed, even though I was working under employees, which is highly illegal. I don't recommend to do anything like that, because, you know, you're not getting any benefits, but you're still having to fall under her rules and stuff. And I just kind of kept my mouth shut because I wanted to learn and get free training. So I didn't say anything, but for anybody that is already knowing what to do and everything, don't do it. It's not a good idea, and there's like a high risk of that person, that like the owner doing it could get audited and like go to jail and stuff. I really didn't process all of these red flags. And then I ended up going on her page, like on Google, and like the lowest review was this girl pretty much talking, like a former employee telling like all of these reasons why she was a bad boss, which I later found out this review could not be any more true and like perfect. So I filmed, edited this video, and uploaded it to her YouTube channel, which it has now been deleted because at my request. And she did not pay me to do the video. She kind of like, and I did it at home, and I did not get paid overtime. I didn't do anything. I did it out of the goodness of my heart because I really wanted the job, and I really wanted to show her, you know, like there's like, you know, there's some good things about having me there. Even though I did kind of think, you know, like I did feel a little bit like I was getting taken advantage of, I didn't really let that stop it. I just kind of was like, whatever, you know. Unless you're in the area, I'll warn you who to stay away from. It was so bad that one time I answered the phone and the person wanted to talk to her, so I went to see if she was busy. You know, I asked her. She freaked out. She gave me literally, I'm not even exaggerating, a 10-minute lecture over how I need to answer the phone, how I need to smile when I answer the phone, how I need to say, my pleasure instead of no problem. I needed to say, how may I assist you instead of, how may I assist you instead of how can I help you? Just petty things, like super minor things that I'm not even a receptionist, so like why, you know, why is it that important? There was that. I had a co-worker as well that was, she was working like 60 hours a week as a 1099, and she would not pay her overtime. So once it hit 40 hours for that week, she would not pay her anymore. And she also, she was doing like hourly or commission. So commission, she said it was 50-50, whichever one was higher for her, that would give her like more money that she would do for her. But instead, she was also charging her like a service fee. So like she would not only take her 50%, but then she would also take more money because she was working for like her salon. I don't know how that works. So it just sounds sketchy, and like most of this stuff is super illegal, and she's gonna get caught pretty like one of these days. She keeps wanting to grow. That was like her first location. She only has like one good employee, and the rest of us were kind of up in the air. She never trained me. She always said she was gonna train me. Instead, she used my video that I filmed, edited, and uploaded, and everything, and she was using it as links to give to me and two other girls to learn from watching a video of how to do stuff, which, because she did not have time to teach us how to do it, and so the training literally was like a lie. She never was going to train us. She expected us to learn like that, even though she knew going into it we really were not trained to do any of this stuff. And in the end, I was on vacation, and I went all the way to Austin with my coworkers. My coworkers from my other job, they have like a little sports car, so when we're driving on the road, it's super loud. I didn't even see her phone call. She called me, said hi. Mind you, these were on, I don't work there on the weekends, so these were my days off. She called me on my day off when I wasn't working there and was like, called me, then I didn't see it, text me, say, hey, I called you a few hours ago, like, can you call me back or whatever? And when I saw that, I texted her back. I said I was out of town, I would get back to her. I have receipts, I still have the messages, for whatever reason, if she were to watch this, I do have the messages to prove, like, I did respond to her in a timely manner. Once I saw, like, she texted, never replied back to me. She tried calling me the next day, or, like, I had told her the night before, I will text you or call you, like, when I get home. And she called me the next day. It was, like, midday the next day, and we were out on the river because we went to New Braunfels to the river to tube, and I was on the river. I didn't even see her messages, and so once I did see her message and her phone call, I did text her back, because I'm one of those people like text me, like, you know, like I can text you, but I'm not always like on the phone. And plus, I tell you now, like, I cannot be on the phone with that lady. She like doesn't know when to stop talking, so she literally talks for an hour and that's it. There's no like 5-minute convo, it's literally an hour. And I told her like, hi, like I'm still out of town, I'll call you tonight. It was still early in the day. It was like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So I was like, I'll call you tonight when I get back. Is everything all right? Basically, like, why are you harassing me on my days off? And like, why can't you just text me what's wrong? Customers are not happy with your work. You don't have any interest in keeping this job, obviously, because, you know, I took too long to respond to her. But basically, because there was many times she said I was a slow learner, and that was mostly because I did take my concerns, like this was over the weekend. So on that Friday, I did take my concerns to her, and I told her, I don't feel like I'm being trained. You know, I was telling her my concerns of how I felt, because you can't really fix anything if you don't know that it's going on. So I told her, you know, I don't feel like I'm being trained. I feel this way and this way. Like, you guys put me to do things that I don't even know how to do, and then you yell at me because I don't know how to do them, but you don't take the time to train me because you don't have time. And she basically used that against me to fire me and tell me that I was no good and that I basically sucked and that the clients weren't happy with me. After I talked to some of the girls there, you know, like, did I have like bad reviews or anything from the people? And they told me I had like maybe one, and that's when I first learned, and that was something that she never taught me, which was understandable that it didn't come out good. And that was basically it. Like, there was other, like, one of the other girls that she was training had way more like bad reviews for her and complaints than me, and that everybody was pretty sure she just was mad that I did not answer her phone calls on my day off, once I had already explained to her and told her I was not in town, I was busy, and she just was petty and just wanted a good reason to fire me, which was fine by me. I ended up telling her I wanted my video removed or I would press charges for copyright, because like she used me for that, didn't pay me, something I did at home, and then she was going to use it for her business to better it and try to get other girls to train off of it. So she deleted, or I don't think she deleted it, one of the girls deleted it from YouTube, so that was taken care of. But no, and then after reading the review, after just seeing how she treats people, it was fine that I no longer worked there. She was trying to open up like a second business, even though her first one is like down the drain because she only has like one good person, and she's mistreating that girl so bad, and she's gonna fall hard, you know. I can already tell. I know a lot of her customers were already saying, like, if she opens up a second business, like, I don't think it'll succeed, just because of how she's acting and how she just wants to grow it so fast. And she can't because she's not ready yet. But, you know, karma. That's why I did not turn her into the government. I'm just, you know, and that's basically why I got fired. But, I mean, I was going to quit anyways because that was just a lot on me. A lot of drama. It wasn't so much drama with girls, it was more she just mistreats people and she doesn't know how to act, and she always complains about all of us being professional when she's very unprofessional, because she literally fired me through text when that should have been like a face-to-face in-person thing, and she couldn't even like look me in my face and tell me like, you're fired for these reasons, because she, like, that's like so wimpy to me, you know, like somebody that's just a coward that just can't do that. I think that's like unprofessional. I mean, I quit through text, so I mean, I guess I can't say too much, but this is like a 40-year-old lady running a business, being an owner, and that's just not very professional. I mean, there are a lot of things about this person that, you know, I actually had one of her customers like come up that I heard about, and they came into the place and they were like, oh, where's, you know, me? And she was like, oh, she's no longer here. And that customer literally told her to her face and was like, so what's up with you, and why can't you keep anybody? Like, every time I come in, you have new people or you lose girls. Like, what's wrong? Why can't you keep anybody? And she couldn't say anything. And it's true. I mean, there's reviews already about her from former employees that don't recommend working for her and her boyfriend, who thinks he has a lot of say in it because he pays her bills. So that's like another story. But I mean, that's none of my business, so I'm not going to get into that either. But that's kind of like what happened, why I got fired, which I don't care, because I mean, I never got trained. She wanted us to work there for 2 years before she would certify us for anything, which is crazy because, I mean, if state or like TDLR were to go in there, she has a bunch of like untrained, like uncertified employees. We're still licensed to do it, but we're not certified in it. So that would fall back on her. So that's pretty much it, but I did get eyelash extension certified. So I'm an eyelash extension technician. As of yesterday, I went and I took a class and I got it, and I mean, I didn't really need her, so good riddance. Nobody needs to deal with that kind of crap. If you are dealing with a situation like that, just know, don't do it. Like, it's not that serious. Just quit. I mean, I'm not saying don't turn that person in, and I'm not saying turn that person in, but you know, you do you, and you know what you should and should not do and stuff. So she did have her worries that I was just like in my Ulta video. Since she knew I did YouTube, she thought I was going to do a whole video, but I am doing a whole video. I'm just not naming her because I do not care to name her. I do not want to give her any more attention, and it just doesn't matter to me. But anyways, that's kind of why. Now you guys know, there's the tea. But anyways, that is the end of this video. I'm going to film another video after this, so I will see you guys in my next video. I'm so excited to be back filming, and I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!